Hello, everyone. Have you ever been to a restaurant and you wanted to take their salsa home with you and eat it at home? Well, now you can. With a few ingredients and a blender, I can show you how to make a simple restaurant style salsa in your very own home. My family has been working on this recipe for a long time, and I've put my own spin on it, added a couple of things to increase the flavor that it already had. So, the first thing we're going to do is gather our ingredients. So, we'll have 2 cans of deep diced tomatoes, some jalapenos, got garlic, we've got 2 bunches of cilantro that I've already pulled from the stems just to make it a little bit faster. We've got ground cumin, we've got 2 small limes, and then we've got salt and pepper. Now that we know what ingredients we're going to use, let's talk about how they need to be prepared. So the first thing that we're going to do is prepare our limes and our cilantro. I've already done most of the cilantro to save time. You can take cilantro and you can either pull it directly from the leaves or pull the leaves directly off of the stems. Or you can go on Amazon like I did and get this little tool. It's called an herb zipper. And you can just pull your herb through it and it will pull off all the leaves for you. It's very handy. If you're going to make a lot of salsa, I would recommend getting one. Now for our limes, I always like to roll my lime against the countertop, just back and forth on its side before I cut it open. And again, you can juice these by hand, or you can use a little juicer like I have. Makes it a little bit easier for you. And what we're trying to get is about a tablespoon to a tablespoon and a half of lime juice out of these 2 small limes. I've almost got. Alright, and then I like to use a Ninja blender just because it's easier. So the first thing you're going to do is you will take your half of your petite diced tomatoes, go ahead and put them into your mixer, and then you'll add jalapenos to make it as hot as you'd like it to be. When I was growing up, my family didn't like it hot. I like it kind of spicy, and so I usually add quite a few more. Toss them all in there. And then you're going to add your pulled cilantro leaves. Now I like a lot of cilantro in my salsa. If you like less, you can always add less cilantro in. Alright, and then we're just going to blend it. This will cut down all of the cilantro leaves into small bite-sized pieces, and it will also shred up your jalapenos. As soon as you feel like your jalapenos are sufficiently diced, you can then add your spices. So we'll start with 1/8 of a teaspoon of ground cumin, also add 1/8 of a teaspoon of fresh garlic or container garlic, whichever one. You add your tablespoonful of lime juice. And then salt and pepper. The salt helps bring out some of the flavors. And the pepper helps out a little bit more spiciness in a different way than the jalapenos. And then you'll add your second can of petite diced tomatoes. And this is where you can choose if you want a chunky salsa or if you want a more liquid-like salsa. Depends on how long you blend this. If you want it chunky, you want to blend it just once or twice, and then you're done. If you like it a little bit more liquid, like I do, then you blend it a little bit more and break down that. All right. Finally, after it's blended, it's time for my favorite part, the taste test. So, you grab your favorite bag of chips. I like the on the border chips personally. Perfect. So even though recipes are normally exact, this one tends to fluctuate a little bit, depending on the spicy level of jalapenos. Sometimes you'll have to adjust it a little bit, add a little bit more lime juice, add a few more tomatoes. If you make it too spicy, you can just add another half a can or a full can of petite diced tomatoes. It will help bring the spiciness level down. Also, if you like onions in your salsa, you can also chop up half of a small white onion, throw it in there, and blend it with the jalapenos. Now that we're done, you take it, put it in an airtight container, and set it in the fridge for about an hour. It helps the flavors blend together. Now, if you like your salsa cold, you can eat it directly out of the fridge, or you can warm it up in the microwave and eat it hot. I hope you enjoyed this salsa recipe, and I hope you get to enjoy it at home with your favorite bag of chips like I do.